So examples of technological unemployment. Again, we now have the purposes of remote work and telepresence, right? So this technology hasn't actually replaced labor, right? This technology hasn't actually replaced labor. Specifically, this technology has sort of encouraged a greater expansion in efficient labor. And this was, of course, again, I would like you to note that, of course, the pandemic really sped up this process, right? The adoption of remote working as a primary sort of working technique really accelerated, um, yeah, really accelerated the kind of working, the working sort of process, so that was a real sort of, that's a real kind of key benefit, right, to the entire system is, that kind of work process that we've ended up sort of seeing occur. That's an incredibly kind of key aspect there. So so those are the example. That's again what we're looking at here. And as we can see here, what we've written is, visual collaboration tools enable remote work opportunities and they reduce the need for physical presence. And so, video conferencing platforms facilitate global teamwork and reduce travel expenses. So that's a kind of key that is a kind of key one there as well, which is what makes it kind of so so critical and interesting, really. So if we move on, if we move on a bit further, we then find ourselves arriving at, AI-powered assistance systems in the sort of healthcare space. So, what this is really looking at is, exactly, sort of how AI chatbots can actually help, high-skilled workers to further produce, better outputs and stuff with their own products. That's a real kind of key aspect that must be considered during this critical era. So AI algorithms assist healthcare professionals in diagnosis, treatment planning, and patient care. An example is we have medical chatbots that provide timely information and support to patients, and that actually reduces workload on healthcare staff. So when we have very high and very critical, when we actually have very high and very critical needs for this kind of healthcare and stuff, we end up sort of looking at, we end up kind of thinking about actually, the truth is, the real truth is, it reduces the strain, it gives the healthcare professionals more time to cater to a wider range of people. And that really is an essential aspect to this entire process that we're bearing witness to here.